Hi there and welcome to Gaining Vision. I'm Melanie. Have you had an opportunity to subscribe to the channel yet? If not, take a second, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to like and share. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing, and we all have to learn how to do it more. It's easy to forgive the small things, the small indiscrepancies or the white lies, we might call it. But it's the big stuff that's really hard to forgive. But today I thought we'd talk about some couple of things to consider when it comes to forgiveness. First of all, when you're upset with somebody, you really have to look at the big picture. What is it that needs forgiving, if anything? What has got you so upset or angry with that person? When you identify that, you need to weigh the pros and cons. Is it worth mending fences or forgiving? Do you want this friendship or relationship to carry on? Or are you looking at the situation as, it doesn't bother me, it doesn't matter, I'll just live with it? Only you can understand where you're going to stand on that. But I will tell you, when something really serious has been done to you, whether you've been cheated on or you've been belittled or perhaps betrayed by a family member, friend, or coworker, if you don't learn to forgive, that's going to eat away at you. You're going to not trust them. You're going to doubt them all the time. Everything they say, you're going to question. But inside, it's going to start to affect you, your self-worth, and your value. It's easy to say, it doesn't bother me. But when you lay in bed at night, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about, how did I miss that? How could they do that to me? Those sort of things. But the reality is, forgiveness should be earned. So if somebody betrays you or upsets you or does something that really hurts you, they have to earn back your trust. They have to earn back the reason why you should forgive them. That might be different for everybody. It could be them proving themselves that they're not going to do the same thing again. And it could be words. But please remember that actions speak louder than words. Anybody can tell you they're not going to do it again. But they've got to prove it. You hear about, when a family member finds somebody that finds a person who killed their loved one, and how quickly they forgive this person to move forward. I think it's incredible. I know a lot of it has to do with faith, and a lot of it comes from within. But after the death of a loved one, I think I would really struggle with the anger and the bitterness and all that. But I've heard several people say you have to forgive them in order for yourself to move on. I guess that's the same in a relationship. If somebody cheats on you, first of all, I don't know if I'd want to be with that person if they cheat on me once, let alone try to give them a second chance. But if you're going to be in a relationship, you need to be able to trust that person. You need to be able to 100% feel confident in that, or else you start doubting yourself and your relationship, all of it. If a friend betrays you by telling a secret of some sort to another friend, you're going to second guess that, and you may not be so easily forgiving, depending on the secret, I suppose. Or at work, if you're perhaps at work and you're confiding in a coworker about something that somebody told you or something that's going on in your own personal life, and they blab it to the whole department. Yeah, that'd be hard to look in that trust back and forgive. But the one thing with forgiveness, it does alleviate the stress. When you forgive, and it has to be genuine forgiveness. It can't just be this fake forgiveness. Yeah, I forgive you. No, it's got to come from within. It's got to be 100% accurate and confident from your part. And when you do that, it'll alleviate the stress that you're feeling from within. You'll notice if you go through trauma or a terrible situation where forgiveness is needed, it's almost like a trauma to the body. You start to have anxiety and stress and second guessing things. A lot of people even suffer from PTSD when certain situations happen. But by forgiving the person that's at fault in the situation, It takes away a lot of the anger, the resentment, a lot of those emotions that might trigger anxiety, stress, PTSD, things like that. So you really want to dig deep and find out what it is that you're experiencing, what it is you want to get out of the situation. Is it a relationship worth wanting to salvage? Do you have to continue living with them? If it's a parent, yeah, you do. Or if it's a child, yeah, you do. So you really have to look at a particular situation. But forgiveness has to be genuine. That's the biggest thing with forgiveness. Because easy to say, yeah, forgive you, yeah, everything's good, everything's good. And then your mind is still going back and forth, back and forth. So I want you to think for a minute, a couple of situations where you've had to forgive somebody. Was it a friend, a family member, a spouse, a partner, or was it your kid? Nobody's perfect. So 9 times out of 10, they'll probably do something that's going to upset you. But they're human. Look what's behind the actions. Did they intend to do it, or was it an accident? Was it not deliberate? Those will all play factors into whether you're going to forgive somebody or not. I will caution you, though, to please be mindful of people that take advantage of your kindness and your need to forgive, because a lot of people just will continue doing that. So it takes some time. It takes some time to sort through your emotions, but also please take the time to forgive yourself. And this is something that we don't do enough. As I mentioned, other people aren't perfect. We're not perfect either. There's going to be situations that we may cause somebody pain. We may get angry. We may do something totally not us at all. And whatever's triggering it, we have to be able to forgive ourselves. And forgiving ourselves also goes along with putting up with the people that hurt us. If we don't forgive them, if we don't stand up to them, whatever, we have to forgive ourselves to say it's okay at this moment. But once you forgive yourself, you gotta let it go. Who have you forgiven in the last, let's say, 6 months since COVID-19 has started? Has there been anybody you've had to forgive? Maybe it was your job that let you go because they had to shut down because of COVID. Maybe it's your spouse that you're spending all your time with. Maybe it's one of your kids because you really wanted more from them and they didn't provide. They didn't try their best. Being locked up at home during COVID-19 is not the time to have grudges or arguments. It is a time to reflect. It's a time to come together and to forgive. So I encourage you all to look at your own personal life, see where forgiveness could help, and dig deep and find out what it is it's going to take to make you feel comfortable with forgiveness. Until next time, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.